Greetings, Batprince here, and today Ms. Bat and I are playing Steam Prison. And got cogs. Name entry. Please tell me your name. You want to put a name in?
I just put some.
Oh, okay. Sam Kitzella. Okay. Yes, we would like to use that name.
Thank you.
Darkness.
My old friend.
At first there was nothing but a starless black void. Then I began to come back to my senses, starting with a smell.
Ooh.
I could smell dust.
Yeah.
I could smell perfume. And a moment later, my sense of touch returned.
Ooh.
My fingers were drenched in a warm liquid.
Ugh.
As I flexed my knuckles, I came to an important realization. I existed.
Oh.
I was alive. I opened my eyes, letting light come into the void.
Open.
And...
Ooh. Dining room. I'm at home.
My vision blurred every time I took a breath. It was hard to focus on anything. There was a stinging pain in the back of my head.
Oof. But at least I
had to get up. I took 2 deep breaths, then climbed to my feet. Standing proved easier than I expected. My mind was sluggish, and then my thoughts moved like mud. I didn't know why I was there. I didn't know how I'd come to be unconscious. I didn't know what. No, I didn't know what I could smell. I could smell blood.
Not the blood.
The blood.
Iron.
I turned. There were 2 figures sprawled on the floor. No.
Oh, no, it can't be. Father, Mother. Why? Who would do this?
I couldn't imagine the culprit, much less the motive that was behind a shocking scene like this. Questions overwhelmed my thoughts like a noisy crowd. My heart began to race. My gaze caught that of my reflection.
Uh-oh. Oh, gosh.
I had killed them.
Nope. You're framed.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I was
It's all
framed.
you. We're both being you today.
I'm framed.
Doodle-doo-doo. Intro movie. Can we skip the intro movie? No, it's fine. Steam Prison.
Pretty.
A story about steam prisons.
Your 2 cities separated.
What?
That's what I said at the start.
Oh, okay.
I think. Read the books.
I'm endlessly searching for the place I belong.
Music.
Project Lights.
Opening thing.
In these deepest depths of the world's despair, I can feel myself falling apart. There's actual music playing. I can hear it.
Yeah.
It's over there. One girl fighting the... Okay. The whole world of steampunk people. Hinrich.
What, there's so many peoples.
Sakai. Yeah, we'll see like 1 or 2 in how much...
At the start,
Oh,
yeah.
come on. Skip. Skip the movie. Don't point that thing at me. A world long bound with the bars of a cage. Steam prison. How many times we're gonna say steam prison? Is it done?
All of it.
Is it done? Can we read some? Oh no, here we go. 2 days before the case.
Ah.
Blah, blah.
Hun.
You should probably
Bedroom.
read the narration from now on. It is
The
you.
time.
Oop. Oh, we get to choose. Oh, I already clicked something. Never mind.
It's already noon. I'd like to sleep a little more. But then I'll be late. I climbed out of the bed. As I dressed, I checked what the sky was like out the window. It looks like a fair enough day. It didn't matter much to me what kind of day it was, except for those times when bad weather made my work difficult. That's it. I put on my familiar uniform and buckled my sword belt, then straightened up in front of the mirror. My skin was clear and healthy, and I was in high spirits. If nothing else, I never felt run down. My job required a lot of physical exercise. I couldn't compete with my colleagues in terms of physical strength, but my endurance and fortitude were excellent. The only remaining step in my routine was to comb my hair. All right, time for another day of work.
Kata.
I went to the dining room for a bite to eat. Mother, father. Good day, mother, father. I made sure to acknowledge the servants as well with polite nods. Oh, you're already awake. I can't spend the day sleeping. I'm on duty this afternoon. My mother knelt in front of a small statue to pray. I joined her and closed my eyes. May today be uneventful. We prayed for Yun Sekei. He was our country's greatest saint. He was ageless and immortal, blessed by God. He was our... what's that word?
Hierophant. I can say it, but I don't know what it means.
And we worshipped him.
He was good, I suppose.
Hero. I asked the servants to bring my meal. My father turned his attention away from the newspaper and towards me. I tensed a little.
You must be exhausted. You had the night shift as well, didn't you?
There's no need for you to worry. Doing what I love is energizing, not exhausting. You might think so, but I have doubts. Are you really getting enough rest? I sat down on a chair, nodding empathetically. You both worry far too much about me. There isn't any reason to. You can see for yourselves how happy I am. We had a variation of the same conversation almost every day. It's heartwarming that they care so much about me, but...
What?
I'm an adult. I know my own limits. There's truly no cause for concern. I'll complete my duties and then come back, just as I always do.
Duties? Why did you insist on joining the police force? You could have followed in my footsteps if you wanted.
Ugh. No, I'm afraid I couldn't have become a politician. Sitting still irritates me, and being quiet for hours would have been unbearable. I know, but being a police officer is so dangerous. Mother, we went through this a long time ago. My reasons then still stands. I want to protect the weak. Even if we'll never see eye to eye, you agreed to support me in my ambition. Please don't go back on to trying to dissuade me from it. You're right. I'm sorry. I'll try not to. I appreciate it. And I'm deeply grateful that you've given me the freedom to pursue this career despite my high birth. Thank you.
You've always been a stubborn girl. If we can't convince you, we have to support you. Now, in other matters...
Yes? I have a bad feeling. I began to eat as I waited for my father to speak.
You really need to try on the wedding dress.
Oh, God. Ah! I choked on my food. My mother nodded as I spluttered. Yes, today? Oh, you haven't forgotten the wedding, have you? Maybe a little? I gave a wide grin, wiping away the tears from my coughing fit. Really now, you understand that this is your own wedding we're talking about here, don't you? Somewhat. I suppose. My girl, even if you're not yet 20, you're an adult. Oh, it's still me. This is about your future. How can it just slip your mind? I'm sorry. In my country, adulthood begins at 16. Once compulsory education comes to an end. At that age, we can find employment, drink alcohol, and the temple begins to send out marriage notifications.
Notifications?
Yeah, it's not like I think of myself as a child. I didn't know what to say. My father pressed the attack with a bored smile.
Marrying Fitzgerald Evans, uniting our family tree with the Evans family is a true honor. I wasn't to proceed with the ceremony preparations as swiftly as possible, so as to avoid any possible insult to them, and for that you must try on the wedding dress. Understand?
Yes. Their stares made me feel deeply uncomfortable. If I'd attempted to drag any of the servants into the discussion, they'd have taken my parents' side for certain. What am I going to do? Oh? My colleague is here. Goodbye.
Avoid it.
And the dress? Have a wonderful day, both of you. Goodbye. That girl, does she really understand, I wonder? No.
I don't understand. Good morning. It's an honor to serve with you.
Finn! Oh, thank God you're here. You're my savior.
Savior?
My gallant knight, come to save me from obnoxious parents. Great job, Finn. You'll make it far in the force.
Thank you, but I'm not a knight. I don't understand what's happening, but I'm glad if I could be of service to you. Let's go then.
Sure, time to protect peace and fight crime. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Finn's last name was Class, and he was a rank 1 officer at the temple like me. Under ordinary circumstances, police officers always patrolled in pairs. Finn was my partner, and we had been serving together since the beginning. He was 4 years older than I was, though.
No.
Despite our ages, I thought of him as a younger brother because of his gentle and quiet personality. If Finn didn't arrive, who knows, that would have ended. Marriage. I didn't actually forget about trying on the dress. I mulled over what my parents had said, sighing. Finn didn't hide his worry as he walked beside me, asking questions in his timid way.
Has something happened between you and your parents?
Yeah, they told me to go and try on some dress again.
Haha.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just unusual to see you frustrated by anything, Lady Sam. It's amusing. I may not fully understand since I'm a man, but trying on a dress is difficult?
Nah, I don't hate it because it's difficult. Oh, when I said dress, I meant wedding dress.
Oh, wedding dress, I see. You're not particularly interested in marrying Lady Sam?
Not particularly. Not at all, it's more like it. Don't you think it's pretty annoying?
I don't know. My friend's sister was looking forward to it for a long time.
Looking forward to it? It's just a pain, isn't it? First there are all those meetings, like when you see him for the first time. Then you have to prepare for some stupid ceremony. There's so much dumb stuff for something that's just meant to continue the family. Trying on that dress is just a part of that. I've had to try on a whole bunch already. I'm not a doll, you know. I want to focus on police duties instead. I feel like that's better for myself and for the country. Don't you agree?
Ha! Oh, that's all very like you.
Of course it is. I said it. I nodded at Finn in agreement. Mm-hmm. The problem is my parents. Especially my mother. She's just way too happy. You'd think this was her who's getting married, not me.
Yes, well, I can't blame her. Your husband, he's from a good family, isn't he?
Lord Fitzgerald Evans, yes.
Evans. That's more than just a good family, then. They live in an entirely different world from me.
What are you talking about? I'm marrying a human, not a saint.
I suppose, but Evans' family are peers of the realm. I would hesitate to even talk to them.
Are they really that imposing? Nobility only really exists in name these days. Even my family has some titles.
It isn't merely in the name. I'm sure your manners are different in class to mine. Not that I would be able to tell, being lowborn.
Aww.
Aww. Aw, poor lowborn Finn. Well, that's enough being a police forced into marriage in a steampunk world for
That's
today.
so sad.
I'll see you tomorrow.